Beginner Lesson 1, Guitar Parts. Let's concentrate on the parts of the guitar, and we need to learn these in order to know our way around and what we're doing, okay, for the future lessons. So this is an acoustic guitar. Of course, there's electric guitars. I'll come to those in a moment. This is an acoustic guitar. It's made of wood mostly, and it has a larger body. This here is what we call the body. This is the neck. This is the headstock. This part here is called the bridge. The strings begin here, they run along, and they come to the nut, which is this plastic part here. And the strings, of course, pretty self-explanatory. That's these. There are 6 strings on a standard guitar, and they have a name. They have names that are notes, and they are E, A, D, G, B, and E. Okay? So there's 6 strings. They sound like that. This is the neck, and of course on top of the neck we have the fretboard. The fretboard contains these metal things that run up and down, and they are called frets. Okay, so the frets are a funny one. They're metal, but the things between the actual metal lines are also called the frets. That's a position I want you to be placing your fingers into when we come to that. The only thing I'll be referring to as frets in the course is the space in between the metal bars, and we'll come back to that. Okay, so you've got the body. The bridge, this is a pick guard. This protects the guitar from strumming, okay? And let's see, what else have we got? We've got tuning pegs up here. These are the tuning heads or the tuning pegs of the guitar. This is called the headstock, this area, and these are the tuning pegs, obviously for tuning. We'll also come to that in a future lesson. All right, they are the basic parts of the acoustic guitar. Let's move on to the electric guitar. All right, this is an electric guitar. These things are so much fun. They're amazing. Great fun. They've got pretty much the same parts as an acoustic guitar. You've got the body, and then you've got the strings and the neck and the fretboard and the frets and the headstock and the tuning pegs. They're in a slightly different spot on this guitar. You can see that. A few things we need to point out on the electric guitar that makes it work. You've got these things here, and they are called pickups. The way they work is with magnets. They've got magnets in them. The strings are metallic. They pick up the magnetic field and send it off to an amplifier. We're going to talk about amplifiers a little bit later, so we won't focus on that too much now. Here we have a volume switch. That's pretty obvious. We need that to turn it up. There it is. These are tone pots, which work for the tone knobs, which work for the different pickups. This is a pickup selector, which we move between the different pickups to get a different sound. This front pickup has a more mellow sound. This back pickup has a brighter sound, and we're going to spend a lot more time talking about that in future lessons. One very interesting factor of the electric guitar is this part here. It's a bridge, but this bridge on this guitar has springs on one side, on the back of the guitar, and on this side, it's actually floating. So it's secured, but it just can move slightly by use of this arm here. It's called the tremolo arm, and the effect we get is this. So we get that nice tremolo effect. And sometimes you can use that to get a bit more aggressive with it. And that sort of stuff, okay? So it's a lot of fun. So that's the electric guitar. They're the main parts. And we'll come back to that and talk about the electric guitar a lot more in future lessons.